If you be man, you never marry 2 women. No ever think of am. Now my advice for you be that. You be man, you dey here. You never, thank God say you never marry 2 wives. I beg, not just go there. Because it is not a, now you go this, now you go use stress to kill yourself. You will be man. Because we have experienced and we talk from experience. So now God, now I take beg all of you. All of you know say Destiny Ebagua is my friend. Not just only friend, is my brother, is my blood. You know, is somebody that in my friendship I have grown to love him so much. Why? Because of the way he also takes stand with me as a brother and as a friend. And on a normal good day, I would also not want to talk about his marriage relationship with his wives. But in most of my videos I have also done in my classes, I also use my home most times to give examples and to also bring out an educative lectures also to the public space. So that people sometimes also, how are you, Jennifer? Good evening. So that people most times will always understand that the marriage not be bed of roses. Marriage not be bed of roses. Marriage now one kind big institution like that, where you be say you get to get many degree come out from inside. That is why you go see some people when they like 70, 80 years, they will come to celebrate golden jubilee of marriage. People go attend the occasion. Sometimes they don't really they understand why that golden jubilee celebration, why that thing really they important, and because of certain struggles where these people go through before they get to where they. You know, for some days now, so many of these social media stories has been trending about my bestie and the beautiful wives. I just want to use this opportunity to summarize this whole thing. I want to summarize them. I want to summarize them very small. I don't want to elaborate on the thing too much. Why? Because I dey verse. As I dey verse for the general public, I also dey verse somehow also for my friends, 2 wives also. And now one of the things when I want to talk about here today, on a very good day, good evening to you, my brother Etin, God bless. On a very good day, I don't go even want to try to discuss my friend relationship for public space like this. But I just feel I own at least a little bit of duty to use whatsoever that is happening also, to use them to advise also the general public all in a whole. Sometimes for life, when people don't really know the kind of stress where people they go through sometimes as individuals, as human beings, we know they understand why these individuals go fit do something where we go want try to call the things like say, why this person go do this kind of thing. He get one Benin adage when he talks, say, the suffer will make woman go into prostitution. If man experience that kind of suffering, he get one leaf where they call Ebagua war for my place. He said that leaf, it go grow, come out for the chest of a man. I dey always talk for my live video here, say, whether you like it or not, every woman plays over 85 to 90% for every marriages to stand. I dey always talk for my live video. But sometimes people know they too understand why they talk this thing. Charles, how are you? So people know they too understand why they always they talk this thing. They know they understand. Say women, when you see marriage today, they'll say, this man has been married for the past 20 years. You will give kudos to the wife or to the women when he involved inside this very marriage. Yeah, come here, how you doing now? You understand? You will give kudos to the women. Because I know waiting women, they endure for inside marriage. Because why? Since 2002, I don't date inside marriage. So I know say not be bed of roses. Now one kind of big institution like that, where Ni be kaya zola come. Not be waiting children till they remove toothpick, they come off from mouth. You see, as my friend, they go through waiting, they go through on social media spaces, people they talk as if say you not get perfect home. Now, so every one of us when they marry, not get perfect home at all. But I believe say the difference between me or any other person with what they happen to my friend Nana because our own never come on the public space. That be the difference between all of us. It doesn't really mean that every one of us is in a perfect marriage, you know that. Whether on a 1 you marry, on a 2, on a 3, on a 4, on a 5, on a 6. Some people they marry one, stress will kill them for inside that one with them day. Some people they said they go even get 3, they're not going to even get stress. Because that institution is too big where every human being, when it inside, supposed to understand, say, not be bed of roses. Good evening, Fina, how are you? I want to use this matter to advise the general public. For some of una way they talk, say, first wife do this, second wife not do that, husband do this, husband not do that. Maybe una they say I'm like say the situation where the first wife did, the situation where the second wife did, or the situation where the husband himself did, like say it did very, very easy. Not at all, it's not that easy. Me, when they talk to you, so I've been there before. It is not an easy thing. But sometimes we not feel control our emotions again as human beings. That is why, Mama, good evening. Good evening, Mama. Mama, Obasuyi are here. Good evening, Mama. Okay, Charles, I'll give you a chance to call. Just 10 minutes now, I want to talk. So now, I believe that people will complain, say, why 001 go do this one? Why 002 go do this one? Why the husband go do this one? Sometimes heat, they come from marriage. Even if now one, how much more say now two, it can't be. Heat go more. It don't get how we go. It don't get as these two women go, they nice, reach to each other. That heat, it must come from somewhere because I have been there before. I know how it be. Sometimes some people, they, even in their heat, they can still control that their emotion. But I cannot say everybody can be able to do that. That is the area where I feel that my bestie wives could not control the last emotions that were with them, that drove them in every instances that they have to bring this matter to the public space. But they are human beings. Yes, they be human beings. And that you cannot take away from them. But for me, the reason why as a married man for over 23 years, I don't go feel criticize any marriage now because the one with me I did is not a perfect one. But at least I try to manage it because that is the beauty of marriage. Because the beauty of marriage is the understanding that every party involved in it can give to it. You know, I also understand some presenters also who also from their own understanding trying to advise some of the women that are going through some emotional difficulties in their marriage to tell them that, oh, listen, if the stress is just too much for you, you better just go out of that place. There's no need for you to be there. Because we have also seen on this social media platform that some married women also lost their life as a result of, I have to understand, I have to bear in this marriage that I am today. And I keep also as somebody who understands this thing that marriage is not worth dying for. Yes, that one is the true fact of it. But I believe that with so much of understanding in marriage, I think it will never bring people to that level and that moment when they begin to lose their life emotionally. Now, most especially when there are no physical violence, because the reason why I'm scared of physical violence in marriages, where I always give first instance to tell any woman or any man, if your wife is abusing you physically, or your, good evening, Esther, Shining Star, how you doing, Mama Twins? One of the reasons why I will not advise any woman or any man to stay in a domestic physical violence in any marriage, in any relationship, or in any other marriage relationship or boyfriend and girlfriend relationship is because of the dangers in it. Some may have killed their wife, not because their intention was to kill this woman. They'll just only slap sometimes. If you just slap somebody, thank you very much, Osazuwa Omede, multimedia sound. God bless you, bro, for the start. Some people, they go just slap woman, just come on slap like this. The woman just carry head, go hit something. The woman don't buy be that one, it don't go. But you know, when it comes to emotion, when it does not have to do, if a man does not abuse you physically, or a woman does not abuse you physically, say now maybe waiting the man they do is tormenting you emotionally. I always say that in most times that we can control our emotions. Me, I'm a very big, I'm one person when you don't learn a lot in my marriage. I don't use that to give so much of example here. There were times in my marriage also where I had what is called emotional breakdown. You know, emotional breakdown can come from different angles. Some people, women will think that, oh, a man is cheating. That is why they give the woman emotional stress. Oh, that is, no. You as a woman might not be cheating. Only food, when I go say make you cook for me. When it be say the food, pepper not day, salt not day, or too much salt day, or you know sabi cook, or maybe at the end of the day, you come be woman for house where be say, you know they take care of yourself away, and to leave you and not feel leave you. Maybe things don't go wrong with you in terms of waiting first they attract me for your body. Automatically, I dey with you. I want come on, but I not feel come on because I dey involved inside this marriage. It can give me also an emotional backlash. It can give me also emotional backlash. Make women not always they think say now only we now they give them emotional stress. Not be only by say a woman go cheat or a woman not go cheat. Now you go say, oh, you not give me emotional anything. Maybe the way you take the behave for house alone. Bible say it is better to live on top of the house roof than to live in the same house with a quarrelsome woman. Do you know that some women when they quarrel for house, they feel give man emotional stress also? Yes, of course, they feel give man emotional stress. But you see, when this emotional stress comes inside, there are some people that are very good to handle their emotional stress. My wife is a very big example of a woman who can handle her emotional stress and still try as much as possible to manage it with her marriage until we are able to find a solution to that very problem. I would say yes, she's an example of it. Now, not be every woman gets that endurance. Doesn't mean that this woman who does not have an endurance has done something bad or has done something wrong. Every one of us have a level of understanding how we can be able to control our emotional disorder. Now, in the case of my friend, some people will say, oh, why you woman, why you, if the 001 go talk to this one. The other one go say, why the 002 go talk to this one. There are times in life that we cannot handle some emotional pressure that is happening to us. And when we find ourselves in this very place, we began to make decisions that might not be very pleasant, either to our husband, either to our husband's family, either to our own family self. We cannot be able to control it. And this place is where I come to say that we as the general public, we should do everything possible not to ignite more problems, more quarrel, and more fighting into that home. Because I know the reason why most in the public sectors now everybody is talking is because they feel that this thing don't come general public. As it don't come, they make we help now disguagua the thing. But sometimes we must understand that now human being now they be. This my class, now Bible class, now class where we be say we they try to use the word of God to take the console each other. I cannot tell you today that my friend is very perfect in his marriage. He has his flaws, yes. And I believe he cannot deny that also. As a man, he has his flaws. When you are taking two women also along a journey, there are also certain things that also needs to be done, which also as my friend, I know him, he talks to me, I talk to him, he has his flaws, just like I have my own. But that is not enough reason to castigate him in this marriage, to even put more fire to separate this home. 002 is our daughter. Very many of us witnessed the wedding she had also with our brother. 001 is our daughter also. we all also experienced the marriage also our brother also had with her. That means the day they all took this oath, they know that it is not a journey that will be easy for any one of them. But sometimes in life, you cannot control that emotion anymore. That is one thing I have come to realize. Because sometimes when I will understand, why would somebody do a thing like this? Then sometimes I have to ask myself, why do I do certain things that I do when I am emotionally distressed? And I find out that there are times you cannot control your emotion. That it takes you out from the ordinary way to do things. And at the end of the day, you find yourself to be blamed in that actions that you take. What do we do as the general public? We must learn how to console our brethren. We must learn how to control our sisters when they find themselves in this situation. Rather than looking for a way to tear them more and more apart. I have seen people separated in marriage. There is no big deal about that. But after separation, what happens after separation? Person where you are in, where they cook for you before, when they talk before, when they get life together before. All of a sudden, good evening, Jennifer Mike. All of a sudden, you go come the waka the pass body for street. Is that what we want? All the fire where we they put can bring this family where be say they go even want turn to life enemy. Make we try, make we take on easy, soft with this family. They are going through a lot. It is not a nice thing that when they have their issues inside the house, that they have to bring it out because very many people have all this kind of issue. I remember when Enogi also had some issues with his wife. I was one of those people who called him. I also tried to reach out to him. I wanted to tell him that, my brother, if you think that you are the only one that is going through this thing now that you are going with your wife, that you are coming out on the public space now to come and show this whole annoyance thing where you dey show, my brother, you are joking. Even me, I go through the same thing that you go through. Even my wife go through the same thing that 001 is going through or 002 is going through or any other person. Because this marriage is an institution something. It's like now when you dey go school now, some people they'll get problem with biology, but they are very smart in chemistry. Some will get problem with mathematics. They will be very good in English language. Now so it be, now so marriage be. It can never, even if you become professor, you must get one difficult subject where it be say you still dey find very difficult. To you are still a professor. Now so marriage be. Marriage comes to a point where you will always have that subject when it get difficult inside the marriage. But at a time when this thing not fit go well again, yes, then I will say, oh, if the parties can come together to say, you know what, it is better for us to go our separate ways because it is not working anymore. That is the area where also I fought my 001 and 002 say, whatever they go through in their home, they should keep it internal. It should not come out to the public space because the same people you are bringing this thing out to on the public space, even some of them, their own, some day will be saying now only one wife they marry. Their home, there is more fire in their home more than the one where my friend, when he get 2 wives, they get for a house. And that is the true fact of it. But nobody go tell you all these things. People just do as if say, many times when I'm doing my Bible class here, when mostly I'm talking about marriage, I always use myself as an example. I always tell people that when you see me and my wife, we are always flaunting. Yes, there are moments also where we still have our glitches. But one thing we must always learn, we grew, all of us, we grew also in this marriage. That is why the institution that marriage is, it's a place where you grow. There were things I can still remember vividly I used to do in my marriage, like about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. Today, I don't do them anymore in order to bring more joy into my home. I remember those days when I have issues with my wife. Sometimes 2 weeks, I don't go eat for inside house. I go the verse. I go the carry mind. If my wife go do me something, I go try and put for my mind. Some of these things also, they escalate matters also inside the home. Maybe now my 001 go do something to Yoga, my bestie. Yoga fi go tie that thing for mind now. One small thing where 002 001 go do another the 002 do, the way go content react for that thing. If you can still make the woman also react, my own advice to people be say, when your wife offend you or your husband offend you, immediately let go of it. Me, I don't learn that one. My wife can testify to it. That is one of the good things I don't progress also on. But there are still areas that I'm finding very difficult also to still work on. But it's not going to be an easy thing. But in that area, me and my wife go dey manage ourselves dey go. Not just only me and my wife, even you where they look me here. So where you they go social media, go they castigate 001, go they castigate 002, go they castigate their oga. You yourself get your own problem, you get your own issue. You know, say it no dey easy to dey for inside marriage. They think say na bed of roses. But now because at a time when it comes out to the general public, yes, people will constantly talk on them. Yes, and the people will talk, but I don't blame any of them. I can still understand from the angle where all of you are talking on it. But I want to use God to beg all of you now. He don't still reach and he don't still do like this. Me, I know go be one person. I know say if I tell my friend, say I want to do video about this thing, maybe my friend go tell me, say no, not one. I am doing this video behind him. I never told him I was going to do this video, but I felt there is a need for me as a very close ally friend to her to beg the general public on his behalf. At least we have dragged this family now for more than 2 or 3 days now as regarding to this whole issue. And they beg all of you now, make we still let them go down like this. I believe by now, the families now will be thinking on how to resolve this matter internally. Let's all of us go about doing our normal content where we create before. Polygamy is more difficult and dangerous than monogamy. Yes, to an extent, Mama Bella. Yes, polygamy is not an easy thing. Why? Because it is involving also 2 women. And the context of the jealousy also with the 2 women in any polygamy, I was there before. That is why I said. But in my days also, we're still able to manage ourselves, how whichever way also it comes. But like I keep saying, after knowing what I know, after experiencing what I have experienced, with the little, my own was not really a full-time polygamy like that because the other woman was not officially married as Destiny Ebagua, my bestie, did also his own. I know also how difficult that could be. But many people say Eko or Wagwa, you know, when I don't see people where they marry 3, 4 wives, they happier more than the person where he married one. I don't see them also. And even my own, when I did, was more like somebody that was having 2 wives now, because sometimes I will still tell my wife, say, I dey go the other woman's side. I want to go stay. It was more like, say, yes, now woman, but only say maybe official ceremony was not there. You understand? I know there were many times, there were sometimes that there were glitches. I also know that my wife, thanks God, she was even more understanding as a first woman in my life who understand the situation and didn't want her to stress me also with that situation. Kudos also to her. Yes, I know how the whole of those things, they played out at that particular time. I also know sometimes, at the times when I get joy, was much, much more than the time when maybe the, small beggar will still happen for inside is something. Yes, polygamy, not be one thing where somebody will really want make him engage himself into. After knowing what I know, I will never want to get married again to another woman. Yes, I have to be very honest about that. And I've said these things times without number here. It is not something because in life you can never say never again. That one is one thing. But it will not be, not because it is not a sweet thing for me as a man to engage myself in. Yes, it's very sweet to have 2 women. Yes, because sometimes when you quarrel with this one, you get somewhere to go to. That one will nurture you. He will take good care of you. You go still know say somebody there somewhere where you care. Yes. But there are times where you say you will be mine. You will come to regret, say why you doing. That moment, now one moment where I believe say no man go want try to experience. I know that moment. I have been in that moment. When you be say I go there here, my mind, I go to shake. Say the other one, I don't know what the other one go to feel. Or I go there the other side. I go to think, say, oh, I don't know what the other one go to feel. These are things I experienced. But they're also beautiful side. About it. There were still moments when I say, oh man, this thing sweet where we will not get 2 women now in a nice way, baby. But there are also moments. But if you ask me now, it is not something I would love to engage myself again in. And that one is the true fact of it. It's not something I would want to say because even the notion that your wife knows, say, you are married officially to another woman, that one alone, it's short, it's not an easy career in the mindset of a woman. And I keep saying this, that in the dispensation of our parents, these things were very, very easy for them. But in the 21st century, where we did so, It is very difficult before women can understand what our mother, great-grandmother understood. It was still very difficult for them as at that time. That is why the Bible says that if before one's become a born again, you don't get 2 or 3 wives before. Whether you go need to divorce 2, he said no. You don't need to divorce the 2. You go marry all of them and treat all of them equally. But the question is that, can you really actually treat all these women equally? That is why the Bible already said, even the Quran, if you know you can treat all these women equally, then you can go ahead. But if you know you cannot do it, that peace can never reign. That is one thing that I understand. And I still think that it's going to be a very difficult something for a man to treat his 2 or 3 or 4, 5 wives equally. And I have been there. So when I'm talking like this, somebody will not say, how you tell no? It's because I have been there before. So I know how it is. Benin people say, now so it be. But my advice now for everybody to understand, say it is not a bed of roses. But once we as women have decided to be part of this very union, we must try everything possible. I know it is not easy to try to work on our annoyance when those emotions are failing us, to avoid any kinds of public interaction, any types of public conversation. Because I believe, say, my wife carried cup, knock my head, and I swear, when I come out now, I can't see one of my friends say, asking me, your hair just swell. I'll say, I just use hair to hit door. That is it. But if my wife can't use cup to hit my head for public place, that one, I don't go fit defend them again. And that one already don't bring disrespectfulness to me as a man. That is the area where I will also advise my brother, 2 wives. May them try. May them not feel say, na their home. Na it be like that. Every home, na so it be as that their own. As they look out there, they feel because they know they see other people home. Even the one self when they marry only one husband, they still they go through a whole lot of emotional distress for inside their own. But at a given point, any woman or any man feels say, I cannot take it anymore. That privileges and that freedom, that person get time to take step out of that relationship. And if the person do, nobody should begin to castigate that man or that woman. They say, oh, now useless man, oh, now useless woman, you know if you stay with your husband. Because you don't know what that woman they go through when nothing endure again. My prayer now make home not break. Because for me, I dey manage my own they go. I don't pray for that. But if at a given point, I am no more happy in my marriage, or my wife at a given point, she can no longer live for anything in the marriage, my advice to her is to call me as a gentleman, talk with me, we'll discuss, and she can separate with me. So that at least we go fit learn how we go fit raise our children in a marvelous way and in a perfect way. So that is my understanding. So please, I want beg all of you on behalf of my brother Destiny Ebagua, make una try bring this matter down. At least you don't reach like this. I believe by now the family already are talking on it, trying to find a way that everybody will resolve this whole issue. I beg. Now God, I take beg everybody. I know that the matter come out publicly. It also upset a lot of people. The fans of this one, the fans of that one. All of una don't talk everything when una want talk. Yes, I not go blame anybody. Because if the matter actually didn't come to the public space, nobody will carry the matter and start talking about it. But any which way, as it take come out, I believe also the parties also have realized that they ought not to do that. Like I said, with annoyance, certain things could feel happen. With annoyance, people feel not control their emotion. Not be the way you go fit take control your own. Another person go take control your own. I use God to beg everybody. I beg, make we try, drop this very thing as it goes, so that this family also now can concentrate on their normal daily activities. Enogi, please, I see and say you also they do video now about Esther. I can understand that, say you yourself, you not go dey happy, say somebody where you and you also get issue on social media. Now Esther go they talk to, but please, I still they try to beg una both side. The both side make una try come on down. The ones where they fight for Esther and the ones where they fight for Hairworld. If una really love these people as una claim, una will see and say separation between this family will not do them good. It will even do them more harm. I plead with una. Make una beg, make una bedon. I'm gonna bring the matter down. I beg. I use God to beg all of una. Make una still say, say I can't appeal. Most times I would not want to discuss this kind of issue, most especially when it's about family something. But because this guy, because a lot they happen like that, I know they want to talk about her. But because this one is my brother, it's not my friend again. So I also feel that it's my own genuine, right. I would say it like that because Destiny is my family. It's not just a friend to me. So I feel genuinely I also need to come up because for me, I want him to have peace in his home. Because it's a beautiful thing. When I go everywhere, I say, my wife. It doesn't mean say me and this my wife will not the throw stone for inside. Of course, we do that. And I also believe that everybody does that. But in my hair, I could manage it with my hair. We always manage ourselves. We just try to manage so that we could grow old together. That is the beauty of it. My last advice before I go, like I said, Friday was my wife's birthday. So this evening, I want to come go out before I go constantly late. We'll go enjoy ourselves. We'll go grow small. My last advice, when I want advice today, now be this one. If you be man, you don't see am say you want marry second wife. I dey talk am last week. I talk am the upper week also I talk am. Make sure say your wife wey dey house give you 101% right to take do am. She tell you say, honey, yes, I support you for this one. If your wife not support you, not ever go try am go say you want marry second wife. If not, you can never know peace in that house. I don't give this advice before and I dey repeat them again. And now, if you be woman here, you there for this place. My advice to you, it's not about second wife. You feel be the only one wife to woman. When you get issue with your husband, always try to settle this issue with your husband internally. If you can't settle with your husband alone inside the house, reach out to the family you are married into. Reach out to them, explain to them, say, but see wetin una pikin dey do me oh. Talk to them, let them also call him. Let's try to avoid bringing our marriage incident, our marriage relationship out to the general public, because if you bring it out there, whether you like it or not, or they know that, or je no je, na so it dey be. Some people go like her, some people go dislike her. If you see this matter since as it dey on social media platform, some go hail 002, some go hold 001, some go hail my brother Destiny Ebagua. Now so it dey be. So please keep everything in. I'll carry my wife now. We go enjoy now for bar. You know whether me and she fight before we go church. Mama Bella, you dey here now. Maybe me and my wife will come church today. Not see say we dey smile, we dey laugh, we dey do everything. You know whether me and my wife will quarrel. It's possible say we quarrel before we come church today. That is how it is. Now marriage, now institution, anything is very possible. But we must that our dirty linen, we must keep them for inside house. So please, I'm begging, let's keep our home. Marriage is not an easy thing. Eh? Some people will go, they say, oh, leave on. Do you think it's easy to build a relationship of 2 years? You wait, they find some people, they don't even keep 2 years relationship. You know, we always think about the side that is not too nice in this whole marriage saga. There are so many beautiful things inside it too. There are times when miliki they happen. There are times where boza they happen. That's what it be. There are times when sesegwan to they happen. The man go drink, the woman will drink. They go make love. The man go give the woman go to. He go sweet. They go break the woman go do breakfast. Come. He go do the man like say the man never offend that one. There are beautiful moments in marriage. There are beautiful moments in relationship. Let not always dwell on that part when it be say the thing not the two the sweet. I use God to beg now. I beg. Apology. I apologize on behalf of my friend to everybody. If Destiny Ebagua, the two wives, have they any way they have uttered anything that have offended anybody in this general space, I beg on their behalf today, I tender a very big apology to everybody. I beg, make una forgive them. All our commenters, all our online in-laws, I beg, all the presenters, I use God to beg una. I know say, I think this my sister again, Rita Agayemiomo. I also know that she's also not in good terms also with Destiny Ebagua and his family also. On issues like this also, definitely she will also air her opinion. And that her opinion also can be very, very valid based on the way also where she also seen this matter. Monica also, Inogi, maybe Lolo, maybe Prince, maybe Umenwa also. Every one of them will definitely have their opinion so long as it's on this cyber space already. But on behalf of my brother, I'm appealing to every one of you, all social media presenters at this time. Because I know say once you draw that matter, the whole matter don't finish. Commenters not go comment again. Now when the matter is on every platform, commenters must come there to also add their own opinion. I use God beg una. Make una beg. Make una forgive my brother, forgive it too. Why? By the special grace of God, it's an eternal matter. The family will take every necessary action to make sure that they quench everything that is happening there and also give them further instructions on how to at least manage their home while our online in-laws not go come be part of the marriage way that they do. I want to thank every one of you for your time. Like I said, I don't want the videos to be too long because I want to go now, make I go enjoy myself. You know, say, I did tell you now, some of you are day here now, today now Sunday. Stress dey inside your wife head. Instead, when you carry your wife today, now mona go one beer parlor, whether na Italy, dey or Spain, Germany or whatever, African bar there everywhere. Make una go enjoy small, let love breathe. Make una carry una wife go out, make una go enjoy, drink. When you carry her come back, then give her woto, so that all those stress wey still dey, wey don too you will still release some, come out from inside. Una know they do am. Carry belle, una just sit down for inside chair there. Belle go make bebe. Una know the spice una why. So when stress go come too much for the woman head, the woman can't explode now tomorrow. Una come they say this woman the woman get to nyime. But now because some of us as men, we don't know how to pamper our wife in most time. So when the stress go too much, the women will carry us come out from outside now. Sometimes it's not about giving your wife money. Sometimes it's not about say maybe sometimes give these women some fun. Use some men day. Your wife will tell you, say, make you wash her plate. You know, go one wash plate. Wash the woman plate, make you take release the stress where they this woman body, you know, go do one. Every time I will teach you now for this class, more na come my class, more na come they learn how to keep una relationship, how to love una wife. Even your wife self, she go through some 1 or 2 emotional stress. But because you be the man where be say, you they always they remove the stress come up from her body. She always the glamour. Una just only they make all these women they go through stress, depression. Remove them sometimes come up from this depression. Take them out of the depression. Do some nice things with them. Some men, any man, if you be woman, you're here, your man, they tell you say, you know, they wash plates. Because they're a traditional man. Send the man number, come for me. Send the picture, come, I go block the man. I know they block people better. I go use that man to start to the blog. If your woman like you to the worship play, because the woman need that so that you go they help her. All this is stress too much for this life. And most times now the women now they always get stress for marriage because we too get freedom. Stress not they too get our head. So because our women they get stress, I beg. Men, more now they help our women. I don't they tell you now many times for tell you now the truth. I want joy, I want harmony. You understand? For most of our people, I use God to beg una. So let's make a shout out to the Ebagua's family. And please, make una forgive my brother. And make una forgive his wives. All my online in-laws. If you are in Holland, you are in Amsterdam, meet me at